It's the official start of summer, Memorial Day, and kicking things off, we're grilling some burgers. David Bailey's here with Secret Sandwich Society in Richmond, a new addition to Richmond. You've been here a little while, David. Folks are still discovering Secret Sandwich Society.
Yes, the secret is out, I guess you might say. But yeah, we've been open about 6 months, 6.5 months right now. Reception's been great. We're really excited to be here in Richmond, and we love that downtown Gray Street corridor, and our dinners are picking up and happy hour, and yeah, we're happy to be here.
Hearing some great things every time I look at reviews, you know, they're just off the charts. And sandwiches and burgers, you're here as our burger expert today. You've already gotten the magic going here. This is called the Velvet, is that what we're making?
This is the Velvet burger, yeah, exactly. So caramelized onion, we do a balsamic caramelized onion, crispy bacon, French onion dip, our house-made French onion dip, beef patty, which is certified Angus beef, 80/20 ground chuck, toasted bun, Swiss cheese. It's delicious. It's a model of a patty melt, basically, kind of a play on a patty melt.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And David, one of the things that's critically important with Secret Sandwich Society is sourcing locally.
Yeah, and so we are working on that still. We have the open channels there. We use actually Cavalier Produce is our main produce provider. And we've tried to work with the local food hub. We are still kind of working through that right now, but we opened our doors and it was busy. It was very busy. So we're still trying to play a little catch up with that. But we use PFG as our main food provider, which we love the fact that they are here. They do as much as they can, and we source as much sustainable, humanely raised meat as possible. And yeah, we try to do what we can.
Well, you can tell the magic is in that patty because those went right on the grill, and it just smells so absolutely delicious. How long? So what are we doing? You want to? Or is it time to flip?
Yeah, it's probably time to give a little bit of a flip here. I mean, we put these on and got them going. And let's see, we've got. So at the restaurant, we have a flat. We cook it all on a flat top, which is, and we use a MiraClean flat top. Same, actually Boulevard Burger and Brew has one. Shake Shack, the famous burger place from Danny Meyer, they use that. It keeps a really low heat on the actual surface. And so we press them down pretty heavily at the restaurant and get a really nice brown char on the end, and then you don't lose any of that fat. Cooking on an open grill surface like this, if I were to press it down completely right now, all that delicious fat go down to the flame, we'd have a big flare up, so we don't do that.
Isn't that interesting? So that's definitely a technique or a strategy in making them, because yeah, I was going to say you don't want to smush it because then all the good stuff goes out.
Yeah, but in the restaurant, on a flat top grill though, we press down. We do a pink or no pink choice, so we don't want to have a bunch of different temp choices, which I think a lot of places are moving towards that. So yeah, and so they take a big metal press, and then when they put them down, they season them heavily with salt and pepper, press down, leave it alone, and then our burgers for a pink cooks about 6 minutes, a no pink is about 7. So they almost cook 80% on one side, and then we flip that, and that would be the side up. So all the toppings, cheese goes on that. They slide it off, put it on the toasted bun, and out it goes. And
speaking of toasted bun, you've got some magic you're going to do over there. You're going to take advantage of all the cooking surfaces
we're going to try to use this new grill here and see how we're doing over here, and maybe let's see what we've got going on there. It's actually
what's the difference, David, with toasting a bun? What does that help bring out, and why do we want to do that?
We like the way it browns, and again, toasted bread for me has always been better than non-toasted bread. So we use a brioche bun, so it's a little heavy on the butter and the brioche, and so
you can see when you open that up, it's like light and airy,
nice and golden, airy bun. Yep, and then nice and soft and crunchy there. But we like toasting them just a little bit. They brown a little bit. We toast them right on the flat top at the restaurant.
Just a little added.
Just a little added flavor. It also, when you spread, all of our sandwiches are kind of, we use we make our own mayonnaise, and we do all our own stuff there. So all of them have some kind of spread on them. So if you put that on a untoasted bread, kind of soaks right into the bread. This gives it a little bit of basically a barrier, I guess, if you will, to make a non-soggy bun.
Another interesting perspective on why that's done, for sure.
Yeah, and most of it's just a taste profile. But
is your mouth watering yet? Because I'm like beside myself. This just looks and smells so good.
Balsamic onions on here.
And that's a really cool technique too, David, because you could work to have those done in advance, and then just kind of, if you're doing this during the summertime for friends, reheat them on the grill.
Absolutely. Yeah, we roast these off. We peel our own onions, cut them all down, and then it's pretty simple. It's butter, balsamic, salt, pepper, seasoning. And then we roast them in the oven, actually. So we used to do them on the flat top, but they take up a ton of room, and it makes a bit of a mess. And so we kind of stopped doing that. We transferred that. That's how it'll go.
That looks great. So they don't have to go very long.
No,
really
those are cooked technically, and so yeah, we're just going to warm those up. We'll toast the bun. That flame did go off a little bit, so if I have to, I'll toss them over here and we'll toast them on that. And then just warm the bacon up just a little bit. We'll melt the
Yeah.
cheese on there. These are about almost ready, so I'm gonna turn this down
I was
real
gonna say
low.
they're probably in the home stretch. We got started there before we got going.
Yeah.
Just to make sure that they were ready to go. They look delicious.
Awesome.
So all sorts of sandwiches, burgers, but also sweet stuff too if you've got the sweet tooth.
Exactly, yeah. This is our key lime pie, which my wife spent some time down in Key West for a while working, and so she loves key lime pie. Super tart, cashew crust, a little bit of salt in the crust, so you get that very like mouth-puckeringly tart key lime, house-made whipped cream, and then the other one is a salted chocolate caramel tart. So
Yeah.
you know we got our lemony kind of citrusy dessert, and then our decadent, dense
A good balance
caramel.
there,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
A
Yeah,
nice balance.
we make them all in house. They go great. We serve lamplighter coffee, and so they both go great with the coffees. And
We've got about a minute left,
Yep, okay.
so it's probably
Boom.
about time to
all right, well let's drop
make
this
that
cheese
magic
on there.
happen. Here's where I always have a challenge. It's the cheese going on.
Well, we'll pull that off and we'll keep it low so we won't melt it too much, but just enough. And then I'll just drop this right on here. A little
Yum,
bacon
oh,
on there.
summertime with a burger.
Crispy bacon.
And again, that's made in advance too, so that you
We roast
just
this off, yeah, yep.
make
It's just,
it-
again, prep work. If you can do as much prep, that's part of the thing in a restaurant. Like, you have these people there prepping all this food. So when you get an order for an item, you're not cooking it right from the get-go. I'm going to move these over here because that was off.
just grill those up, and then that is coming together.
And then I'll put it on the plate here.
Okay. And you mentioned that delicious
Move
sauce
this
too.
over
Those
here.
are all made in advance.
Yes, French onion dip, yep.
Wow.
And so this goes with our chips really well, but we do like it on the burger.
Get a little
Right.
toasty action
A little
there.
toast,
Now
just
you can do
finish it
those.
up.
You can see it starting to char together,
Yeah.
and that would really just be to taste too, David. If you didn't like your bun toasted,
Absolutely.
you don't
You know, you
necessarily
can do
have to
Whatever
make
you
all
want
that
to do
magic
there.
happen. So this all comes together. We're going to share
This
a
is
little
all gonna
information
come together here.
you know where to find the Secret Sandwich Society. Be sure to check them out. You'll find them located at 501 East Gray Street in Richmond. Delicious, all sorts of things there. And we didn't mention, David, but each month on the first Wednesday of the month, that would be June 5th coming up, you do a special benefit night too.
Yes, so we're big into giving back to the community, and we basically our first one we did was Feed More. And so we donate 15% of sales from 5 p.m. to close to a local charity and or a charity of our choosing, our employees choosing. The first one was Feed More. The second one we did was Charity Water. And so they're an international organization that provides drinking water, wells, and clean water to people who can't access it. So first Wednesday of each month, and we're working on coming up with whoever our next one is, though.
Giving back. Well, thank you for
Excellent.
giving us this. If this is not the picture of summertime, then I don't know what is. David,
Great.
welcome to
Thank you
Richmond.
very
Thanks
much.
for all you're
Appreciate it.
doing. This looks magnificent. I'm just going to sneak over and do a little quality control here on the key lime and send it in.